Come with us where the corn is popped and the throwback Thursdays never stop. It's a magical land not far away. All you have to do is just press play.
So,
hop on the couch and close your eyes. Gonna party like it's 99. Join us, watch the movies of our lives with Blockbuster Wives.
welcome to Blockbuster Wives, where your two favorite 90s babies talk about movies from the era of a certain blue and yellow video rental store. I'm your host with the most late fees, Shea Baby.
And this is Stacy, not always kind, but always rewinds. And you're listening to
Blockbuster Wives. Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, 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 welcome.
Please refer to our She's the Man episode if you don't know what that's all about.
Oh, yeah, baby. Man, I need to go back and listen to that one. That one's so good. That's one of my faves, I think.
Yeah, and for anyone wondering, does Blockbuster Wives have a website?
We
Why,
sure
yes, we
do.
Why, yes, we do.
Thanks to our amazing editor, Anthony/DJ Munchausen.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you so much.
And
But
if you
yeah,
want to go to that URL, it is www.blockbusterwivespodcast.com.
yeah, there's literally a list of all of the movies that we have gone through so far, the movie posters. Each one you can click and get a link to the episode. There's also a little Easter egg situation that Anthony hid in there, and then just like so many cool things. Just go check it out. It's so dope. Oh, and really cool little bios of Stacy and I.
Yeah, you can learn a little something we haven't shared on the podcast before.
Yeah, I think we're gonna talk about that more, actually. Like, we should be bringing that website up more because it's really cool and a really great resource for people if, they don't know what we've covered, or if they're like, what's your favorite episode? I should just point them towards our website.
Absolutely.
Because we're so official now.
Yeah, we have a website. We have a Patreon. We have an email. It's blockbusterwivespodcast@gmail.com.
Hell yeah, for those of y'all that don't know.
Yeah.
But welcome to Mindfuck February Part 2.
It's back. Can you believe the second time we're doing Mindfuck February?
We are almost at 2 years.
Wow.
In just a few short months, we will be at 2 years.
And I have a personal mindfuck I can update everyone on, and that's
Yes.
on my cataracts.
Holy shit.
I
Get
know
into
I
it, baby.
mentioned a couple episodes ago that I likely had cataracts. My optometrist said I did, but it has to be like confirmed by an ophthalmologist.
Ooh.
So I went to that guy. There was a million more tests that I've never done before, which was fun because I thought, having had glasses since 4th grade, that I had done all the eye tests there were to do.
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong. Ophthalmologists have like 5 more machines that like do laser beams and shit into your eyes.
Is that the one with the air that gets pumped into your eyeball, or is that in the OG tests?
So yeah, that's the optometrist thing.
Oh, okay.
The ophthalmologist version of that, this is nuts.
Oh, fuck.
They numb your eyeballs with this like really yellowy liquid stuff.
Like a dye?
I think it's just that color.
Okay.
I don't think it's supposed to
I
dye
think
your
I've seen
eyes,
it.
but it does numb the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
And it works because the guy like slid this thing like right up to my eyeball, and he's like, okay, this is testing like the pressure of your eye. And I was like, oh, okay, like how does it work? And he's like, yeah, I actually just like touched your eye with this thing. And I was like, I did not feel it at all.
That is so crazy.
Like those eye drops fucking work.
That is nutso.
Yeah. So they have like different ways of testing all that kind of shit. But they confirmed your girl's got cataracts in both eyes. We have to have them removed.
Womp womp.
Yeah, and I was
Not her
excited
eyeballs.
because they said insurance covers it, and I was like, cool. But then I discovered that insurance only covers the removal of the cataract and what they call the standard lens, which will only let you see far away really well, but you can't see like your phone.
Oh, right.
You have to wear glasses for that.
Ridiculous.
Like reading glasses. And I was like, well, okay. And they're like, but the good news is we can get you these really special lenses, and they refract, and they move, and you could see close, and you could see far for the rest of your life. You'll have great vision. And I'm like, that sounds so great. How much is that? Thinking maybe $1,000 per eye. And they go, total, it's going to be $8,700. And I was like, what? And they said, don't worry, we have a payment plan. I was like,
don't
well,
worry.
Yeah.
Fucking
Who has $8,700 cash money dollars to drop on their fucking eyeballs?
Yeah, and I'll be paying it off for the next 87 years? Like, shut the fuck up.
At least they had the decency not to charge interest. I was kind of surprised by that.
I'm surprised, too, because any medical field will fuck you in the ass. And not in the good way.
A modest percentage off the top.
Oh my God. Well, Queen, I'm so glad that you found out at least that you know that you have cataracts, because at least there's that. We know what's going on. We know that they're going to get fixed, but that's too much money. That's crazy.
It's so much money, and it is like, well, would you like to be able to see for the rest of your life? And it's like, yeah, you know what, I would.
Or only just slightly. Because there's options. You're like,
I guess I'll pay your $8,000. That's what I'm probably going to do it.
So whack. So fucking whack. I don't think we've talked about this also. Actually, this is a big piece of news that we do need to share.
Okay.
That I don't think we did.
Oh.
R.I.P. Shrekfest.
Oh my God, you're right.
I need to talk about this because this is a very huge part of our podcast in general, actually.
You should play that underneath this.
Yeah, in the background of us talking about it. But, no, yeah, so it was announced by Shrekfest themselves, by the Shrekfest Guild, that Shrekfest is no more. And they are very adamant about the fact that they're like, hey, anyone can pick it up and take over. Like, this isn't the end necessarily. It's just like the end of our chapter, not the end of the book. They're being so cute and sweet about it. But essentially, like, it just got too much, which I can fully understand.
Yeah, and I think what people might not understand about Shrekfest is, like, it's total grassroots, total volunteer. They don't charge people anything to go.
Right.
So it's a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of money that, like, a very small team of volunteers was just devoting their life to.
Yeah.
And that's just a lot. And they did it for 10 years.
Yeah, they were like the Shrekfest elves. So, like, all year they're prepping for Shrekfest to make it great for everyone. And, like, I have to commend them and salute in the Shrekiest way, because they did provide not only so many good memories for us, but, like, I feel like we made so many friends.
We truly, like, there's people we still talk to regularly.
Yes. And, like, even if Shrekfest doesn't exist, I still want to, like, go there yearly and, like, hang out with those people.
Yeah, Wisconsin is dope. These people are dope.
Yeah.
The fucking Mars Cheese Castle. Run,
Dude,
do not walk.
That is quite literally the best part of Milwaukee.
It is my cheese mecca. Like, I feel a burning desire to visit it at least once a year to replenish my curd fund.
Stacy posted, was it today or yesterday? You're like, my birthstone is a block of cheese.
Yes, I posted that today, and I really felt that.
I was like, that is Stacy to a T. But yeah, no, like, a big reason for our podcast starting, literally, I think, is because of Shrekfest. Like, our first episode was about Shrek, and it was because we were talking about Shrekfest, and we participated in Shrekfest for 2 years before we even started the podcast, and we went to Shrekfest twice. I was able to perform at the 10th anniversary, which is now, like, the last iteration of that version of Shrekfest. And, yeah, a chapter has been closed. So we just want to thank anyone who listens, who we might have met at Shrekfest, or we might have met because of Shrekfest in general. Yeah, we love you, and this is.
And we're gonna miss it, and I really hope someone else takes up the mantle and that it stays in Wisconsin for all the reasons we mentioned.
Me too. Like, I was looking at there were so many comments from all over the world to this post being like, I never got to go. I was, like, saving up to go this upcoming year and blah, blah, blah.
It's gotta be so rough.
I know. And
to hear.
All of the comments from Shrekfest were like, this is not the end. Someone will take it over. Like, they were just being so optimistic and sweet about it. So I think someone will have to. I mean, there's so many YouTubers also that have, like, millions of subscribers that went and made videos about it, and there's just too many people that know about it now, and they're, like, in the lore and they're interested. So I feel like someone will pick it up, and it will probably be a ticketed event, I imagine.
Yeah, which does make me sad. But you listening right now, you can make your own free Shrekfest and just invite your homies.
Truly. We could do it right now.
Put on the flick, eat some onions.
Hell yeah.
Roar into the fucking ether.
Yeah, watch my performance. Pretend like I'm performing at your own private Shrekfest. Hell yeah.
For $20 on Venmo.
Yeah, or literally just, like, hire me. Hire me to perform at your Shrekfest in your home.
Yes, you could be a traveling Shrekfest act.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be a dream. But yeah, no. So yeah, I salute all y'all. Thank you, Shrekfest, for allowing us to be in there, interviewing people, getting to know people, creating our own backstage passes, and then getting the real backstage passes. We just,
like, what a manifestation Like, wow. We really, like, we came, we manifested, we returned, and we conquered.
We did. And couldn't have done it without my beautiful wife across from me.
My wife doing a little handhold over the fucking candle flame. I was like, why is it warm?
That was very magical. Like Shrek Fest. All right. Anyways, love you guys. Love Shrek Fest. We had to announce that because that's huge news for me.
Yeah.
And also, I need to say that when I found it out, I was sitting on Stacy's couch, and Stacy and Becca were chilling in the living room with me as well. I involuntarily, audibly gasped as if someone died.
Like, it was long, loud, and it was like...
And I
was like, oh no, someone died.
I didn't mean... And then I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because I realized how dramatic I was being, but I meant it. I was so surprised. I was not expecting it. So...
Yeah, I will say, I thought we had somebody on the inside who would have given us a little bit of a heads up, Kyle. But
yeah,
that's
he was like,
okay.
He's like, I've known for a while. I just didn't know when I could share the news. But he's also very, like, private and respectful. So I'm sure he was like, I can't be the one.
But I was like, I had to find out from Instagram.
I did. I felt very... I'm like, we know the co-founders. Like, come on. But you know what? I'm grateful for the time that we did spend there. And I still believe... we will go to the Mars Cheese Castle. We can create our own little moment of, like, Shrek love, laugh, life when we go. And
Eat, pray, love.
Whenever someone takes it over, we'll go to that one.
Exactly.
So there you go.
But we are really sad.
Yeah, we are very saddened by this news. And I'm sorry for anyone that had to find out this way, but it's better than finding out on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like I did. All right. Anyways, moving on.
Back to Mindfuck February.
Yeah. So, as usual, Stacy and I kind of halved this up. So, half of the movies that were chosen by me, and then half of them were chosen by Stacy. Stacy chose the first one. And that movie is...
The Matrix. I mean, I was talking about with Brent when we were watching it. Perhaps one of the most influential movies ever made culturally.
Yes.
In terms of, like, so many scenes that have been copied, referenced, replicated, parodied, etc.
And not to mention even just, like, the outfits, the fucking style,
It's a cyberpunk masterpiece.
Yeah.
A lot of goth cuties.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of new metal.
Oh, yeah.
A beautiful green tinge.
Mm-hmm.
It's just lovely.
And also, not to mention, I mean, it's very topical. It was very topical then, and it's very topical now because it's all about AI.
Yes.
So, wild.
Yeah, which I'll get into with corporate bullshit, but this movie came out in 1999, pre-Y2K.
Yeah.
When the internet, like, sucked.
Yeah. And, like, all the things that they were talking about are, like, relevant now, which is, like, 25 years later. Crazy. But, yeah, do you want to hop into corporate bullshit?
Yeah, let me hop into some corporate bullshit.
Let's do it.
Corporate bullshit. Some bullshit.
Okay, The Matrix, written in 1994. Which,
no
like,
way.
Wow, very early on in it. I couldn't figure out, like, how much had changed.
Yeah.
But the basic concept, 1994.
That is unbelievable.
Right?
Like, before the internet was even on and popping.
Exactly. Before you could get your AOL discs at the local supermarket.
Wow. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
What a
y'all
time.
Zoomers, I don't know if you know this.
Wow.
But AOL, America Online, pioneered home internet usage. And what they would do is they would make these CD-ROMs of internet for a number of minutes, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, can you even imagine?
I know.
So you'd get a disc that would be like 60 minutes of internet, which is like laughable now.
Yeah.
And you'd load it into your little PC. Horrible, like, phone call, crashing, faxing, weird-ass noises that I don't think were necessary. Like,
Yeah, why did they do that?
and it's just like, Jesus. And if someone picked up your phone
Oh, fuck.
while you were trying to log into AOL,
Yep.
the person on the phone would hear the insane noises, and you'd have to be like, get off the internet. I need to make a phone call. Which is so crazy to think about.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
saying it out loud, I'm like, wow. What a time.
No, it was such a time. It's so funny to think about.
It was like an ordeal to go online. Like, it was like, I'm going to go online now. Please give me a moment.
Yeah, let me go to the computer room or, like, the computer corner of the room. Like, there was a whole room dedicated to the internet.
Yeah, I had a computer cabinet. That was our steez.
Yeah.
So you could open the doors to the cabinet, put in your little CD.
Yep.
Hope you had enough minutes left.
Sheesh.
And
I
then you'd
forgot.
get onto AOL, and they'd say, hello, in a weird robot voice.
Welcome.
And then sometimes, if you were lucky,
You've got mail.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that was, a great
Music to
feeling.
Stacy's ears.
Great feeling. They also had totally unregulated and unhinged chat
Ooh,
rooms.
we've talked a little about that, but holy shit.
Where, you would talk to probably all older pedophiles.
To Catch a Predator
And
realness.
we were like, this is hilarious. But looking back, it's like, oh, God, no.
We really could have gotten, like, kidnapped for real.
Yeah, no one was, teaching us internet safety.
No, because it was so
No one
new
knew.
that people didn't even think about the things that could go wrong.
They were just like, wow, isn't it cool that you get online and you can talk to anyone in the world? And it's like, yeah, it's cool. It's also very dangerous.
So scary. Yeah, there really weren't any rules and regulations about anything at that point. So, I don't blame any, parents for not
Hey, you
keeping
didn't
such
know.
a
You were
close
busy.
eye.
You were working.
Huh?
You were busy. You were working. Okay, so I
Yeah.
just looked it up. So in 1993, AOL began mailing discs to prospective customers, but they weren't really fully available until later.
Right. Till the grocery era.
So so written in 1994, I guess if they were out, but people weren't using them like that just yet.
Dude, that was such a time.
Yeah.
Also reminds me of all those games that we got for free, like the CD-ROMs that you would get, like that math snowball
Math
one.
Storm.
Yes.
I wish I had that for home use. I only played that at school.
Oh, I only used it at home.
Really? I didn't know you could get it for your home computer.
Yeah. I still have it, dude.
Wow.
And if you type it in online, there's a way you can play it online right now.
I wonder if I'd get past my highest level at this point. I'm still not great at math, so
No, it's fun. Hazen and I
don't have
played
high
recently.
hopes. I did play Oregon Trail recently, and that shit slapped, and I finally beat it. I think it was the first time in my life that I beat it.
I've never gotten to play
Willamette
it.
Valley. You never played it?
Nope, because only gate kids used to be able to play it.
Ew. I think
Yeah.
we've talked about how much we hate tracking and telling certain children they're smart and gifted. Ew.
Yeah, fucking gross.
Every
but
kid is gifted. Fuck off.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and then I just played drums angrily for the rest of my elementary
Which,
school
as you
experience.
should.
So I was like, fuck y'all.
Somebody deserved a beating. All right.
I know.
So, all this to say, written in 1994, came out years later, March 31st, 1999.
Ooh,
Interesting
okay.
release date. It wasn't like
Yeah.
a summer blockbuster.
Yeah.
Spring blockbuster.
Yeah, very interesting.
Written and directed by the Wachowskis. At that time, they were referred to as the Wachowski brothers.
Oh,
Both have
right.
since transitioned and are now known as the Wachowski sisters.
Didn't they also, aren't they involved with Fight Club also?
Not that I know of. I had them down for Viva Vendetta and Cloud Atlas and some
Okay.
other movies. I don't think they were associated with Fight Club.
Okay.
They transitioned in 2010, so anything before that, you'll see brothers, and then anything after that, you'll see sisters. So if you're like, what's going on? Same people.
Yep, same peeps.
It is starring Keanu Reeves, which, hold please for a Keanu Reeves rant. He's top 5 for me. He is so fucking hot.
He's so fucking
And I was thinking about, why am I so attracted to him? And I think part of it is he looks like a normal person in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like somebody you might actually, meet.
Yeah.
And he's got this incredible vulnerability in his eyes.
Yes.
But then, big dick energy in his, affect.
Yes.
And it's just such a good balance. And he's just so fun.
Yeah, because he's, vulnerable and confident, but it's
Yes.
not, cocky, loser who, actually isn't confident, but is, projecting. It's no. He's, actually, he sits still within himself, and he's vulnerable in that stillness of himself.
And what a skill to be able to portray that simultaneously.
I know. He's so fine. He's also, pretty, racially ambiguous.
Yeah.
And just has, just, this calm sweetness.
Yes.
That's not, nervous, Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Very
and,
hot.
all the stories of Keanu Reeves being, a dope person are legion. We talked about him a little bit in, oh my gosh, the football movie. The Replacements.
The Replacements, yeah.
He had, a really tough life. Replacements came years after Matrix. So this was, one of his breakout roles. He did have speed, which we also mentioned in the Miss Congeniality
Yep,
episode.
Sandra Bullock.
'Cause that's Sandy Bullock. But he was 33 at the time this movie
Damn.
came out, so established. I think he's at peak hotness in Constantine, which comes out a few years later. That we will have to cover because it's one of my favorites.
I was going to say, you love that movie.
I love Constantine.
I've never seen it.
Oh my gosh. Like I said, I think it's Keanu at his finest.
Love.
He's
I'm
probably
down.
38 in that one.
Hot.
He's fine.
What a hot age, TBH.
Yeah. But yeah, so Keanu Reeves. Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus.
Badass.
His fearless leader.
Badass.
Carrie Ann Moss plays, like, honestly, just a love interest. She's, like, badass and cool, but I'll just fast forward and let y'all know it does not pass the Bechdel test.
Yeah, I didn't think
She
so.
really doesn't say much.
No.
She has some cool fight scenes, but she's really there to fall in love with Keanu Reeves, unfortunately.
I mean, that's truly, like, her role.
That's basically her role.
That's, like, her, like, goal in the whole
Yeah, which I'll be honest, did kind of bum me out on this rewatching. I was like, wow, they really don't have her do a lot.
And it sucks because she's, like, the main woman character. Like, you want so much more from her. And it's not her fault, but she's just not given.
And, like, her action scenes are cool, but, like, they all have cool action scenes.
Right. Exactly. It's not, like, her specifically. They're
Right,
like,
it's not
no.
like she's the greatest fighter. Like,
Right.
she's not. Neo, Keanu Reeves, quickly surpasses her.
Oh, yeah. All the fighting scenes are so fucking rad, though.
You also have Hugo Weaving in a role that I adore. He plays, like, the personification of the evil robots. He's the agent who says, "Hello, Mr. Anderson." He has, like, a rad voice. His speeches are iconic.
Yeah, he's
Love him. He's, like, so good at playing, like, just, like, weird, like, alien trying to be human, but something's a little off. He nails it.
He's the one that's in Lord of the Rings, right?
Oh, yeah, he plays Elrond.
There
So
you
I
go.
do like him for, like, otherworldly figures. He's, like,
Yeah.
he's got a kind of a weird energy about him that really works for these roles.
Yeah, and, like, his physical, like, his movements and stuff don't feel, like, very human either. Yeah.
Yes, he's rad.
Yeah. He's so
Joe Pantoliano is the secret bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big twist when I was watching. I was like, I forgot he's such a fucking
You're
asshole.
like, no, he's such a piece of shit.
Yeah, his character's name is Sypha, and he has this, like, really annoying accent.
I love it. Oh.
Sorry, no offense to you East Coasters.
No, it's so,
but
like,
you
dude.
can tell it's like, this is really put on.
I know, but I like that.
With Mob Wives trending, I guess it's perfect.
No, literally, I have always, ever since, okay, I think this is why.
Okay.
I watched A Bronx Tale when I was little, and there was a guy in that movie. He's also starring in, is it Shazam or Kazam? I think it's Kazam. The movie with Shaq.
Yes.
When Shaq is like the genie.
Yes.
He
and
plays
we all
like
thought it was Shazam, and we all thought it was Sinbad. Why? I don't know why, but I still have to catch myself and be like, oh yeah.
I know, but the kid in that movie, he was also in A Bronx Tale, and he
Okay.
played, what's his name? Robert De Niro's son. But anyways, I had the biggest crush on him, and he has the most East Coast fucking put on New Jersey,
yeah.
like, oh, what you guys doing over there? Even when he was like 7.
Yeah.
So I've just always been in love with, like,
A New York daddy.
New York, New Jersey daddies, always.
That's so funny.
It just-
I every time we talk to him, like, this fucking guy, but I
know.
he's loving it.
I'm like, eh. Yeah.
He has horrible facial hair too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Little
No, he's
soul
just like
patch.
bad, but his accent's hot. Can't lie.
Will Smith famously turned down being Neo to star in Wild Wild West.
I saw that.
Notorious flop.
Yeah, dude, he must be biting his fucking tail for that. Like, that fucking sucks. And wasn't it because of, like, the technology that was being used? He just, like, didn't want to fuck with it?
No, there was. This is really funny, actually. So, the Wild Wild West script was wildly anticipated in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Everyone knew about it. Everyone thought it was going to be the coolest movie ever made. There was so much hype. So Will Smith's like, of course I'm going to do Wild Wild West. That's going to be a classic. And then it turned out horribly and came out, and no one watched it, and everyone agrees it's a terrible movie.
It was one of the first movies I saw when I moved here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I
Especially
liked
'cause
it when
it's
I was a
set in
kid.
the West, where you like, oh, great. This is my life now.
Yeah, I mean...
Sexually
I was like-
assaulty spider beings.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't even think about that. I was like, ooh, it has a cool song. And, like,
The
Western
Wild
wear is
Wild
cool.
West song, I mean,
Wild Wild
that's
West.
the best part.
Going to the wild. And
Wild West.
also, isn't Salma Hayek in it? Or
Yes, gorgeous.
And I was in love with her also, and Will Smith. So I
Makes
was like,
sense.
chilling when I was a kid. But
painful, though. You should watch it again. We watched it over pandemic, and I was like, wow.
Oh, I'm sure I'll hate it.
It just tried to do too much, I think, and it went off the rails.
And you know what? I understand why a bunch of people were anticipating it because, like, especially with actors, like, some of the most classic films in all of history are Westerns, like spaghetti Westerns specifically. Yeah. So I fully understand why, like, in the 90s, if someone was like, oh, we're doing Wild Wild West, people were going ape shit about it. Like, because, like, actors, that's, like, their dream is to be in a fucking Western for whatever reason.
And I do feel like it was kind of like steampunk versus cyberpunk.
Yeah.
But the punk was still in both.
True. Very true.
I do think Matrix has proved to be the better film over time.
In all ways.
Yeah.
But,
notwithstanding, you know, Trinity's non-role in this one.
No. Nope.
The cast were required to be able to understand and explain the Matrix on demand.
Oh.
They were forced to read French philosopher Jean Baudrillard's Simulacra and Simulation to understand the concepts. So they all got a crash course in philosophy.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I think that is really like the base point of the movie. Like the AI stuff is there, but it's really just like as an excuse to introduce this concept of like, what if what you were experiencing of reality isn't actually reality?
Right. And what would you do?
The difference.
Right.
What would you do about it?
Yeah.
There's lots of injuries for the cast doing this because it was so action heavy. And Keanu was overcoming his spine being fused when he was training for this film. So he actually was supposed to like do a lot more kicks and they just like couldn't do it.
Did he get hurt because of the movie or was it like before?
Unrelated.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But the trainer, like, I guess the martial arts trainer who I should have looked up, was really ambitious and wanted like everyone to be doing like the same things, but then he realized like everyone was getting hurt and Keanu's spine was fused, so he had to adapt the training style and like kind of give everyone their own little flair, which I thought was fun.
And also like that makes sense. Everyone has their own style in martial arts anyway.
Yes.
You know, so
the soundtrack was iconic. We got Rammstein, Rob Dugan, Rage Against the Machine, Propellerhead, Ministry, Lunatic Cop, Deftones, Monster Magnet, The Prodigy, Rob Zombie, Meat Beat Manifesto, Marilyn Manson, boo. But all iconic artists.
Sluts. No, like this, dude, Deftones, slut music,
and then
baby.
Rob Zombie.
And Rob Zombie,
Dragula in the Club.
I know, so good.
The film was notable for its development of what is now called bullet time, named after the bullets in the film. Yep. It's like this really complicated camera setup they have to do, but it blew everyone's little minds, and now it's like standard.
Yeah, I think they like popularized it, but I think we talked about it in, I don't remember what movie, but like one of the directors not popularized, but first used it in a fucking commercial for like Sprite or something.
Yeah, something random.
And I'm not remembering what movie that was, but anyway.
The director said, or whoever worked on the bullet time, they said they accredited Otama Katsuhira, who co-wrote and directed Akira, a movie that I watched when I was out of my gourd and was so scared by. Have you seen it?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
It's such a scary anime.
Yes.
I'd like to watch it, like, in my right mind.
It's Japanese?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I've heard about it.
I just remember being like, these kids are on bikes. Oh my god, they're monsters. Oh my god!
I've seen a lot of, like, imagery from it.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most critically acclaimed animes of all time.
Yeah. Especially because it's horror.
Yeah. It gets so dark, and I just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
The movie is 136 minutes long, so pretty long, especially for that time period.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, it was hard for me to pay attention for some of it.
It does kind of feel like it's going to be over soon at one point, and then you're like, oh, no.
Yeah, we're only
that
like
was part
halfway
one.
through.
Yeah, that was part one.
Yeah. It definitely isn't my typical movie that I would, like, reach to watch. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I did enjoy...
Not your comfort movie.
Definitely not. Like, it gave me a little bit of anxiety and also confused me at certain parts, and I had to, like, rewind and be like, wait, what did they say? And, like... So, it was definitely a rough watch for me, but I needed to get through it, obviously, for this, but also because it's so iconic. And so many people surrounding me, it's like their favorite movie. So I was like, I gotta do my due diligence here. Yeah, and it is like a really cool concept. But I did find myself being like, and maybe this is because I haven't seen the sequels in a while, but I was just like, what's your guys'
plan for waking up all the humans. The world is dead.
Right.
What are you guys going to do?
Yeah, like, to me...
It might be better to just leave them in the Matrix.
I was thinking, I was like, this is like shallow Hal syndrome.
Yeah.
Truly, like, it's like, okay, well, I'm seeing it, and I'm smelling it, and I'm tasting it, so it's real to me.
Yeah.
So...
And, like that planet, as it was destroyed, could not sustain all those people getting out of those pods.
Yeah. I'm like, is it just for the principle of, like, people are... Or not people, but AI is, like, taking over and that's wrong? It's like, yeah, it is, but, like, what's the alternative?
Exactly. What are you going to do now? There's no sun.
Right.
There's no food.
Yeah. So I'm like, what? You want everyone to live like you? You're kind of living really shit lives, TBH.
That's what I mean. I'm like, you guys are barely eking out an existence. You want to add thousands?
Yeah, like
potentially
so many
millions of people? Like, what is your plan? I think it's actually kind of fucked if you wake them all up and then they immediately starve to death.
Yeah.
I've like, put me back in the Matrix, which is what the villain basically says. He's like, I don't like it here. I'd rather go back in.
Yeah. He's like, you're lucky.
Right, like I would rather just be in a chill world that I can breathe and see the sun in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Makes so much sense to me. I don't get what you guys are doing. Like, really, it is all based on, like, principle. Like, they own us. And it's like, okay, yeah, but...
And it's like, yeah, but humans factory farm other animals, and that's just the way it is. So it's like, I guess it was about time that human... And that's kind of what Hugo Weaving says. He's like, listen, y'all were a parasite. We took care of it. Now we're in charge. Bye.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, but not only that, but they're, like, still allowing them to live, like, fulfilling internal lives. Mm-hmm. It's not like what we do to animals, because animals fucking die.
That's true. They don't get a fun stimulation before they go.
No, like, at least they were giving them that. That's,
you know what? If we could do that, I would support that.
Yeah.
If we could give the piggies and the cows, like, a really fun little virtual life before they get iced, I would be fully in support of that.
Me too, because at least they're, like, enjoying themselves for a while, feeling like they lived a full life before croaking. Like, that'd be sick.
Yeah. So, a lot of heavy stuff. But I think, yeah, in general, for portraying the concept of, like, what is real, it's great.
Right. No, yeah, it is. It's very, it's definitely mindfuck, and it's definitely something to think about a lot. Like, it's like, wow, what would I do in this situation, and how do I feel about this? And the whole, again, AI part of it is very, relevant right now.
Yeah, and they do make it sound, like, very realistic. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not a very far-fetched plot.
No.
Like, humans would try to destroy the computers in the most destructive way, and in the meantime, fuck themselves. Like, that is probably what would happen.
Absolutely.
We would play ourselves.
No, we would fuck ourselves entirely.
To be like, you know, cut off your nose to spite your face type shit, and then it's like, whoopsies.
Which, by the way, I love that phrase, and I never use it, but it's so, every time I hear it, I'm tickled. I love it.
The budget was $36 million.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is low.
Yeah.
Especially for all the effects.
Yeah, but that's true. There were a lot of effects there. A lot of effects. Yeah.
Boxed $467 million. And I'll say the effects still look good. Especially, like, the little, like, flying robot dudes look great.
They look great.
For 1998? Yeah.
Oh,
amazing.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that is so...
Yeah, smash hit. $487 million. At that year's Academy Awards, it won all 4 categories it was nominated for, including Best Visual Effects, Best Film Editing, Best Sound, and Best Sound Editing.
Makes sense to me.
It didn't get a nomination for Best Movie, but it did get some Oscars.
I wonder what other movies were out that year besides Wild Wild West that, like, would have made it.
I don't know.
I guess that was a pretty... 98 and 99 were pretty, like, big years for film, I want to say. But I can't think... Wait, when did Titanic come out?
Oh, it could be that.
Wait, was it 97?
1998 was... What was the movie?
Was it 98 or 99?
Titanic. Titanic was sweeping that one. Tough luck.
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting was out.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Which, by the way, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Men in Black.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. It has 83% critics review on Rotten Tomatoes.
God damn.
Pretty high. 85% audience score.
One of our highest.
Yeah, and very close together.
Yeah.
Roger Ebert gave it 3 stars only.
Okay.
But he was, in his writing of it, he's kind of down on it. He ends with saying, "The Matrix did not bore me. It interested me so much, indeed, that I wanted to be challenged even more. I wanted it to follow its material to an audacious conclusion, to arrive not simply at victory, but at revelation. I wanted an ending that was transformational, like Dark Cities, and not one that simply throws us a sensational action sequence. I wanted, in short, a third act. I think it was just like cool tee up, and then you just did action, which is true.
Yeah, like it kind of like lies flat, and you're just like, wait, so what's gonna happen now? It definitely like tees itself up for the next one.
Yeah, but there are 2 more movies though.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it does not pass the Bechdel test.
No.
The closest it gets is like Switch says a very sad thing to Trinity. She's about to die. I forget exactly what it was like. Please don't go or something. But I don't think that really counts. Maybe it does. That's the closest it gets, though. They certainly don't have a conversation.
I don't think, because it has to be how long? Like a minute long?
I think it's supposed to be like a conversation.
Okay, yeah, that's
not just like a passing.
No,
so I don't think it passes.
No, it doesn't.
Which is wild.
I know.
And the synopsis is kind of like we've been discussing. There's this hacker, Neo, and while he's on the internet doing his cyber crimes, he keeps running into this character called Morpheus, who tells him to follow the rabbit hole. So finally he does. He gets knocked out. He takes the red pill, which... Can we just pause for a second?
Okay, yeah.
The way conservatives have hijacked the red pill.
Dude, it is so stupid.
Yeah, Morpheus offers him the red pill as a way to, like, wake up to the fact that nothing is real and the rules are made up. And conservatives have flipped this on their head to be like, no, what taking the red pill actually means you believe in 1950s values and that, like, women belong in the home and, like, wokeness will ruin our lives. And it's like, how did you get that?
Yeah, how did you get that from the Matrix, bro?
Like, you love rules.
Yeah, like
the point is no rules.
Right.
And you're trying to impose a million.
And the best part about it is they're literally trying to quote from a movie where, ironically, it was directed by 2 trans women who they would hate in real life.
Exactly.
Like, it's beautiful.
It's just rich. But anyway, so Keanu takes the red pill, wakes up to the reality that they're in the Matrix. He gets the rundown on the aliens did it to us. And then there's this, like, little subplot about, is he the chosen one? Lots of action scenes, yada, yada, yada.
Yep.
He prevails in the end.
Hell yeah.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk, baby?
Yeah, that's my little synopsis.
You did great, my queen.
Thank you.
But yeah, that was awesome. I learned a lot, actually.
Thanks.
The fucking, like, them having to, you said they had to read a whole book and be able to recite at whenever the person said, go.
Like, what's the Matrix? Go. Explain it in your own words.
That's so crazy. Makes sense, though. They need to be, like, immersed in this world. A lot of directors are like that.
Yeah,
you know?
very philosophical.
Yeah. And it's a very philosophical movie. It makes sense that they would want them to know all about it.
Yeah, a lot of people who practice Buddhism find it, like, very helpful to help explain the concepts of, like, yeah, that none of this is real. You shouldn't grasp things. You should just fucking vibe.
Yeah, makes sense to me. The first note I took was, in quotes, I think we can handle one little girl. And I was just like,
ew.
You're a fucking freak.
I know, she's clearly a grown woman.
Dude, yeah, I'm like, she's gonna literally murder you.
Like, she's grown and sexy. Also, Brent pointed out, which I did not realize, when the screen is coming up, or with all the, like, iconic letters, the first words are trans ops. And he's like, oh, it says trans ops. And I was like, what? I wonder if that was, like, an Easter egg. But I did look it up, and so the Wachowski sisters have said that, like, they definitely knew that they were trans, but they weren't sure, like, how much that was informing the writing of this script. But they did originally write Switch, which is the blonde woman. Yeah. She was supposed to be a woman in the Matrix and a man in the real world. Oh. But the producer took it out or something. So, like, it's too confusing and it's distracting.
Shut up.
But they did want to, like, explore with, like, gender isn't real either. Like, you could be whoever the fuck you want.
That would have been so cool at that time to do that. Damn it.
Yeah.
Producer.
Yeah.
But I love that they're explaining that now, because that is a really cool idea.
Yeah, but Lily Wachowski has said, like, the corporate world wasn't ready for that, but she does recognize that the movie is, quote, all about the desire for transformation.
That's true.
So she's like, I don't know if I was, like, really thinking of this, like, this is trans, but, like, the idea of change and no rules and, like, you could do whatever you want.
Which is so
definitely the point.
Which is so true, by the way. Gender is literally a fucking concept, y'all. It is so funny. It's literally a joke.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Do whatever the fuck whatever feels right in your heart, okay? Anyway, yeah, I wrote kick his ass, Seabass. And then I was like, she's in the coolest fit ever, by the way. Like,
yeah, it's like a little leather trench, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like I can't really exactly remember right now, but like I'm pretty sure it was like Yeah, leather. Like all leather, tank top, pants, like a fucking like sunglasses. Like she just looked so fucking cool.
Yeah, and a woman with short hair in film. Wow.
Yeah.
Unheard of.
I know, but so bad. Like such a baddie. And then follow the white rabbit. And then she had the rabbit tattoo. Like got him.
Wow. Yeah, that lady was a baddie as well.
Yeah, so fine.
Yeah, I wrote, love the 90s cyber goth looks. I also like that this movie is good and kind of vacillating between very intense violence and then like bloodless violence. So a lot of the fight scenes aren't like too gory, but then they'll have like a moment of like, ew.
Like super
like,
gore.
oh god.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a little much,
But I think
you
they
guys.
do a good job of balancing it, so it's not like constant.
Yeah, which I can't do. P.S. It's
it's
too
not
much for
my
me.
cup of tea.
And also, I wrote scaffold. Hell nah. When he had to like scaffold him, no.
I said, and I quote, I'd rather die than scooch around a little ledge. Okay?
No, me too. I have such a fear of heights now.
Couldn't do it.
When I was younger, I didn't give a fuck, but
Really?
now, no. Like even on roller coasters, sometimes I can't go on really high roller coasters anymore.
Oh, wow.
And I know that makes me seem like I'm a fucking punk. And you know what? I don't give a shit.
See, I don't mind that because I'm strapped in. My thing is, I am clumsy. I do trip. You put me on a ledge, I will stumble and be donezo.
I would never let that happen. I'd learn to fly. No, I was kidding. No, I understand where you're coming from. But even on roller coasters, I get scared because I'm fat. And I'm afraid that the thing will, like, pop out.
That would be terrifying.
That scares me so. People literally die on roller coasters all the time.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe not all the time. But, like, still, you know?
Every 5 seconds. Just make up a
Someone
fact.
at Disneyland goes, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No, but that is fucking scary. Ew. And, I said narc agent guy is giving John Mulaney.
Yeah, I
Right?
can see that.
I was like, who does he look like? And then I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Even some of his movements, I feel like John Mulaney is very, like, robot-y.
He
too.
does look like an agent for sure.
Yeah, I was like, he could play his, like, son or some shit. I don't know.
I also tried to look up, and I couldn't figure it out. So if you know, please write in.
Yeah.
But they have, like, a wall of screens showing Keanu when he gets captured by the agents. But every screen is showing the same thing, which is useless. But it does seem sinister. And I'm like, I wonder who thought of that trope of, like, villains have a bunch of screens that all show the same thing. Because it happens in a lot of movies.
Like, why that would be?
Yeah. Because there's no point.
No. I mean,
absolutely no point.
no. I guess, like, the only thing, I guess it's just a sign of, like, we've been watching you.
Yes.
From, like, for all this time. Because, like, I don't know. Like, okay.
But they're not different times. Like, I have seen that done in movies where it's, like, showing different clips.
Oh, so it was all the same thing?
This was, like, just Keanu in the interrogation room on a million screens, and you don't even know who's watching the screens. I don't think anyone's watching the screen.
Yeah.
But it's just, like, a standalone trope of, like, this is sinister.
Yeah, I guess it is just to be, like,
it.
It's just dramatic. Like, it's just like, look, how many times we, like, I don't know.
I guess it just looks cool.
Yeah. Looks scary,
it got
too.
me thinking. I was like, is this the first movie to do it?
I don't think I've seen it before, this movie. But
Might be.
Not saying it didn't exist. But yeah, I mean, clearly, The Matrix was a trendsetter in many ways. So I would not be surprised.
A lot of movies have copied it.
Yeah.
Did you catch the line when Keanu meets Trinity for the first time? And he's like, oh, you're the legendary hacker Trinity. You got into the IRS, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah. And he said, I thought you were a man. And she says, most men do. And I was like, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I caught that, but that's so fucking fire.
And then it got me thinking, like, I do think part of the appeal of the internet is you can be whatever gender you want. You can portray yourself however you want, and no one really has to know, and it's honestly irrelevant.
Oh, yeah. No, it's because it's not. It's not you. That's why a lot of authors use, like, fake names, or they only use their first initial or whatever, especially back in the day, because they were like, I want to be taken seriously, and I don't want people to, like, look at me as, like, a woman or whatever and think I'm, like, weaker. Like, because it truly doesn't matter. Stupid. I love I'll give you my finger, and you give me my phone call.
I love that. I literally wrote, I love a man who knows his rights. Don't talk to the cops.
Yeah, no, that was so sick.
And that scene also had me write down the note. In 1999, men were allowed to have lots of forehead wrinkles.
Yeah.
And I liked that.
Yeah. Why are we...
Keanu probably has less forehead wrinkles now than he did before.
Probably, yeah, definitely.
Everyone does.
Definitely. Everyone has less wrinkles and shit these days. I'm like... you guys.
And I was like, I really like seeing these forehead wrinkles. Like, it made me so happy.
Because it's comforting, because it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? To all of us, it's gonna happen. And
If
it's
you're
like,
so lucky.
yeah, really. Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, why are we all just...
Why are we like this?
Yeah, why do we do this to ourselves? We just need to all chill. You know what I mean? We need to just see it as, like, I'm starting to get gray hairs for the first time.
Oh, really?
Like, multiple.
Oh, I haven't seen them.
Yeah, they're in here. I'll show you them.
They're in the mix.
But I haven't been dyeing my hair. Not saying I won't ever, and I don't shame anyone that does, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is really cool, because this is truly a badge of, like, I've been here and I've been learning. And also, I truly think when people start getting gray hairs, it means, like, their witchy powers are really coming to the surface, you know?
I don't have any, so my witchy powers have not arrived.
It's okay, my queen.
I tell my hair lady, I'm like, let me know when you find one.
You have me. I have enough witchy powers for the both of us.
There we go.
What's mine is yours, sweetie pie. Anyways. What did I love the blue pill, story ends. The red pill, stay in Wonderland. Like, there's a lot of, like, symbolism to Alice in Wonderland, which I think is really cool.
The bunny and that line. And
yeah, just the rabbit hole, and then, like, you know, falling into reality or not reality, like, which one is which, and, like, I don't know.
And does it even really matter?
Right.
Question mark.
Does it?
Yeah, and I think this movie posits that, yes, it does matter, and you should try to live in, like, the objectively real world.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that.
No, I don't. It's kind of like the same, not to take it here, but I will, because it reminds me of it. Like, you know how with a lot of, like, dementia patients, how for a long time it was like, no, we have to be telling them, no, this person died and you live here and blah, blah, blah. More and more now, nurses are kind of living in that world and seeing them, like, being on their level. So the person is like, I live on Jupiter. And they're like, yes, you do live on Jupiter. And in Jupiter, we do have to take a bath, you know? And it makes them calmer and they're less, like, argumentative. They're less angry. They're less, and it's like, what is it just the principle of being like, no, you need to know the truth? It's like,
like the principle of being right.
Yeah, it's like, that is their truth.
Yeah, I read, I wish I could find it. I've actually been trying to find this article for a while and I cannot find it. So if what I'm saying sounds familiar, again, please tell me. But I read this really fascinating article about these clinics, I think in Oregon, and it would be Oregon, that have stopped trying to forcibly medicate schizophrenic patients.
Oh, we talked about
and
this.
Are instead, yeah, I might have talked about this. I've been trying to find the article, but instead they put them in, like, supportive homes and, like, assisted living where they don't medicate them, but they still make sure everyone's safe and, like, supported. And a lot of patients, like, really, really prefer it because the antipsychotics, like, they do sedate you, and it's really hard for people to remember to take them when you have those conditions. And so it's, instead of trying to, like, force you to be like how we want you to be, like, we're just meeting you where you're at.
Exactly. And it seems like their lives are just better when they're being met. And isn't that what we need? Like, our needs just need to be met, and we need people to, like, be on our level and look us in the eyes and be like, I'm level with you. I hear you. That's all any of us need, whether we're schizophrenic or not.
And I think that happened a lot before capitalism, like when people had more time to chill. Like, I have a feeling that in hunter-gatherer societies, you know, it was okay if you were the different one.
Yeah.
But now it's like, well, we can't allow that because you need to work.
Yeah.
Or you can't be a drain on society.
Yeah, you need to live in our
job.
Yeah, exactly.
Or blah, 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 blah. Like, when I was out there stumping for UBI, which I truly believe in, universal basic income, so many people are like, well, what will people do? It's like, anything else?
Yeah.
Like, they have to work. I'm like, but why?
Yeah, we really don't.
What a game.
We actually don't have to.
And again, we were hunter-gatherers for a really long time where you did a whole lot of nothing for most of the day.
Yes.
You do a little work and you chill.
Yeah.
People worked in shifts. Like, that was the majority of human history. It's only recently that we started this grind set bullshit.
Which is so trash.
Like, truly a little blip since we've been doing this. Like, this shit is brand new and people just accept it. Like, yeah, that's it. That's the whole world.
Yeah, and people are looking at us like it's morally wrong to not be working all the time and not always have a goal in mind and to always be working really hard. It's like, actually, I really don't fucking agree. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, so
ever.
people have fulfilling lives even when they don't work. Watch BBC Pride and Prejudice. Those women are never working. They have very rich lives.
Straight up. Or like even like during the pandemic when a lot of us weren't working or we were on unemployment, like a lot of us were just like picking up hobbies, learning how to bake bread and doing yoga and like spending time with our families. And it's like...
And actually, like, waking themselves up to racism, which was the craziest shit. I was like, I don't mean to be conspiracy theorist. But it's, like, almost like when people have a moment to breathe, they become more understanding.
That's
so
interesting.
Strange.
That's interesting.
And it's weird that we have a society that doesn't want to give us a fucking moment.
Yeah, and so they just keep building off of racism.
And everyone
like,
hates
always.
each other, and no one can see each other's point of view. And, interesting.
Yeah, very, very cool that that's the world that we've built for ourselves, even though it fucking sucks and doesn't help literally anyone except for the 1%, literally. Literally. I almost had a full-blown argument with one of my friends. I'm not going to name names, but I'm
oh my God,
very...
you have to tell me after.
It's because they posted...
Can you, mouth it to me?
Huh?
Can you, mouth it to me? Okay.
Because they posted this meme about, 4 of the biggest billionaires. So it was, Warren, whatever his name is, and Jeff Bezos, and fucking Elon Musk, whatever. It was, a post of 4 billionaires existing right now and how they weren't self-made.
Mm.
And I was like, exactly, in all capital letters. And they were like, what do you mean exactly? I was like, yeah, I'm, agreeing with you. No billionaires are self-made. And they were like, no, some are. And I was like, no.
Impossible.
I wanted to argue so hard. I wanted to go the fuck off, but I didn't because I was like, I'm not doing this right now because they're not in the position where they can listen to me. But we all know no billionaires are self-made, okay?
Yeah. You are extracting profit from others. That's how you are collecting the resources and sucking out the value for yourself.
Yeah.
But you're not earning it.
Right. And you're absolutely hoarding it and taking advantage of people who are working to the actual bone whilst also not being paid at all.
Right, because that's the definition of profit. What you are getting out of somebody versus what you're putting in them. Mm-hmm. So it's the more profit you get, you're literally extracting more from them.
Right, especially billionaires.
And it doesn't trickle down.
Right. Doesn't really make sense, you guys. It doesn't. So...
I love how this is turning into a rant about capitalism, the Matrix.
Almost every episode ends up us talking about capitalism and how much we fucking hate it and we want it to die. So, welcome to Blockbuster Wives, baby.
If you're new here, it's all this.
It's like that post that I posted and you also posted today where it's feminist prose and angry girl music. That is us right now, okay? And in every episode. Anyways, I wrote... wakes up in a slimy pink mucus bath that looks like Rufus the Naked Mole Rat.
Hot.
Which I was like, sexy.
Yeah, and his little things when they pop off. That's a pretty good body horror scene where you're just ew.
Yeah, where it's the sounds it makes now. Yikes.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Also wakes up with a shaved head. Yum.
Oh, you like that, huh?
I was like, oh.
When it's kind of growing in. Or okay, yeah, I agree. It was a good look for him.
Yeah, tiny, just ooh.
Ooh, baby.
I love a shaved head. Let me tell you what.
I like that.
Love.
You've talked about shaving your head.
I have thought many times. I'm afraid of looking like just a fat baby, but...
It is a risky decision. I was lucky to go to a presentation at a work conference about trans issues in the workplace. Mm-hmm. And the speaker left us with a question, which I thought was really great. And it was... if you didn't have to worry about how your gender was perceived, what would you change about how you present or how you live your life? Mm. And for me, I immediately was I would shave my head.
Yeah.
I don't like having hair.
You would look great with a shaved head.
It's always in the way. It's always blowing. I have thin hair, so a breeze comes by and it's in my face. It's tangly. It's not what I wanted it to do. It's so annoying. And I often am I just want to shave it off.
I understand that because I similarly get annoyed with my hair because it's really thick and it gets tangly really fast.
You can never win.
Yeah, and I'm just and it makes me really hot, which is why most of the time I have my hair up. I also hate eating when my hair is down. There's just so many things I'm I can't do this.
That's what Pedro did in Napoleon Dynamite. His hair was making him too hot.
Yeah, and you know what? I get it. And I've thought about shaving many, many times. The only thing I'm afraid of is looking Yeah, like a toddler, basically.
Yeah, and hair does, like, dramatically change your overall appearance. So
Yeah.
I think it's risky for that reason as well.
I think I think I'm going to do it absolutely at some point in my life, like, for sure.
Okay.
Probably within the next 5 years or so.
Ooh.
I feel like it's important, and I think most people I know, especially, like, women or feminine presenting people, when they've shaved their head, they're like, I've never felt more free.
Wow. It is like a big fuck you to the world.
Yeah, like, maybe the most
way.
punk thing you can do.
Yeah, I know the conservatives are obsessed with blue-haired people. No.
Which I have been, PS.
Look out for the shaved head people.
The next step for me.
They are.
I've done the blue hair.
They're
I've done
living in
pink hair.
2049 for sure.
I definitely need to shave my head. I think that would be so powerful and cool. And honestly, like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror.
You're like,
I think I could pull it off.
I think you could too. I don't think you'd look like a big baby. Certainly not.
I've been
You got
afraid
cakes,
of
girl.
that. Okay, maybe I'll do it. I'll do it tonight. No, I'm
Be right back.
I'll holler back and go. Oh yeah, I'm like, hold on, BRB.
No, that would be a Patreon exclusive for sure. Yes. I'm like, actually, really.
I'm like, when we get a certain amount of subscribers or whatever, this is, follower, listeners, whatever, maybe I should. That'd be really cool.
Oh, I did write little belly button scorpion. Barf.
Hate. I wrote a note about that too.
So gross.
I was like, fucking gross.
That's one of the grosser parts.
I was like, mouth covers over, yikes, and the shrimp thing he buries into his
Ooh.
belly button. I'm like,
The mouth I could handle, but when that scorpion thing goes in there, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, the mouth thing can be kind of hot, but the
Oh.
fucking belly button, yikes,
Yeah,
no.
belly button scorpion, it's a barf for me, dog.
Yeah, no. It's a bye for me, dog. I wrote, what is real? How do you define real? I'm not sure if that was an exact quote or if that was just me being like, how do you
I think
define
that is
what's
a
real?
quote.
How do
I
you
think
define?
Morpheus says that,
Okay. Because I'm like, how do you define, like, how do we?
right? We don't know because we are interacting through the world with our brains. We will never know what it is like to directly and like perceive anything.
No.
We'll never know.
No, we can't. We've never even seen ourselves the way that other people see. We will never see ourselves the way that other people see it. Like, visually, we will just never see it. And just everything, like, I feel like you can talk to somebody about the exact same memory. They were right there with you, and you would have two different exact experiences. And it's like, how is my memory so different from yours? And guaranteed, both of them are wrong.
Yeah, or I always think of like color blindness. Like a colorblind person just gets told that these other colors exist that they just cannot perceive.
Yeah.
And it's just like because enough people say it, it's like, well, it must be true.
Yeah.
But they have no independent knowledge of that.
No, they have no fucking clue. They're like, okay, I guess I
This
just
is where
have
you
to
get to
believe
the point that everyone has when they've tripped of only math is real.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, you will.
Yeah. I've only done 2 shroom trips, you guys, okay? So I'm a baby shroomer. I feel like it'll happen at some point,
Oh, yeah, you'll have the only thing that's real is math moment. And it's a cool moment.
which is my nightmare, by the way. Math being
And, you know, they kind of get that with all the numbers cascading and all that. But, yeah, it's the only thing you can count on.
But only math being real is my actual demise, truly, because that's the thing I'm the worst at in the entire world. That's horrifying. Legitimately. All right. I said, this is low-key, don't worry, darling.
Oh, yeah. Same vibe.
It's like the same... Yeah, like, no, this is...
And that one's really bad because, spoiler alert, she had a great life.
Yes.
And then forced her into the stimulation.
A really great... Wasn't she a doctor?
Yes, this
Oh,
selfish bitch.
this
Which brings me to my next note. Cypher is such an incel little dick.
Yeah.
He could have just KYS, and instead he chooses to screw over everybody.
Yeah, I'm like, how are you benefiting from this? Like, what are you getting from this?
Oh,
What was he getting from it? I don't
why
remember.
can't you just die? Why does
Oh, he
everyone else
wanted
have
to go
die?
into the Matrix again. That's
Yeah,
what
they
he
told
wanted.
him they could do it. I'm like, or you could just die.
Yeah.
You don't need to kill everybody.
Yeah, couldn't he just be like, hey, I want to go into the Matrix, you guys? Like, couldn't he have just done that?
They say that, like, once you're out, you can't go back in.
Which
But
is
it's
also
like-
bad rule.
But he also talked about, like, how once he got back in, he wouldn't remember any of them anyway. So it's like, you're preserving this idea of yourself that's not even going to exist. So, like,
Right.
why bother?
Yeah, that's trash. Don't
Like, it'll
that.
just be your physical body? Is that what you care about?
Right.
I guess so.
And, well, I mean, nothing's really going on there, so.
That's what I mean. Oh,
As long-
yeah, a little
With the
bit.
facial hair,
The facial
I do
hair
love
is
the
really
voice, though.
bad.
Keep the voice, daddy. Other than that.
Oh,
So, you know,
keep the voice, toots.
keep the voice, toots, but other than that, beat it. And then I was like, combat training jujitsu?
That part's pretty cool.
Very jujitsu.
I do like that them saving the world hinges on their knowledge of martial arts.
I know. It's so... Oh my god, it's so funny. It's like every dude's dream of life. I really like the, you have to let it all go. Fear, doubt, disbelief, free your mind. And I'm like, yeah.
Get out of your mind.
Get out of your mind. That's what Lil Jon was talking about, right?
Oh, yeah. Indubitably.
He loves the Matrix. Anyway.
And I don't really have a lot of notes after that because it's just like a lot of action scenes. Oh, the Oracle. The Oracle is cool. We talked about her for a bit.
Oh, she's so fucking
She's
cool.
so smart because she tells Neo he's not the one.
Because she knew.
So that he will act like he's not the one and save Morpheus, which does make him the one. And I'm like, got him.
What a bad bitch.
You got him.
I also wrote, because someone says, he's going to sacrifice himself. And I was like, no, you can't. There must be another way.
And then the video of them dancing, there must be another way. Do you want to against the stone or not?
Not me. Not Hermione. Yay. Yay.
And it's like, okay, Keanu's Jesus. Got it.
I know. Loves it.
He literally gets fucking shot 20 times and just comes back to life. Like, I'm like, okay, resurrection.
Yeah, that was a crazy scene. I wrote here, which we've brought up already, but I said Matrix-style action scenes have become their own category in cinema.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can name, probably off the top of my head right now, at least like 5 to 10 movies or TV shows where they've directly parodied any scene from The Matrix.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist
Dude.
parodied it with a literal fucking cow shooting milk out of its udders. Okay.
Yes. No, so...
It's the only trickle down I believe in. It's a Matrix trickle down.
Truly. Exactly. No, but it is cool because still, even now, people are doing the... Like, where they're doing like a backbend thing and so much... Like, so many movies and TV shows do that. It is so cool.
I was laughing at... There's a scene near the end where Neo rescues Morpheus, and he does it by shooting a ridiculous gun out of a helicopter. He shoots approximately 5,000 bullets.
Dude.
And somehow doesn't kill Morpheus.
Not
and I was like,
at all.
Morpheus would be Swiss cheese.
I know!
He would not have made it out.
Beyond Swiss cheese.
Ugh.
It's so bad.
He's like shooting into the rain. He can't see anything.
It's
like, this is so funny. Morpheus would be donezo.
I'm like, bruh, no. Also, I wrote... Which programs would you download? You know how you could download programs?
Ooh.
I thought of one, which is also what I want my superpower to be.
Okay, what is it?
Every language.
Yes.
Automatically download.
Every language. I would make myself a killer guitar player.
Ooh. Yeah,
so
I'd be like
shred.
drummer central.
Yeah. Gymnast, like.
Ooh, that's a great one. Yeah, I'd be able to do like any type of splits, any type of like the most flexible person in the world, like Elastigirl.
Where I could just like bounce around.
Yeah.
Doing whatever I goddamn please.
Yep. Those are the only ones I thought about.
Yeah, those are all really good.
Or like smell like anything you want at any time.
Oh, what would you smell like?
I don't know, just depending on what.
A block of cheese.
There's this one perfume that I love so much, you guys, and I can't find it. I think it's discontinued. Mm-hmm. But it is by this company called... It's like a Halloween themed company, and it's called Dead Man's Party or something like that.
And it literally Dead Man's Parts, and I was like, I don't think that sounds very good.
That sounds not appetizing at all, bitch. No, it's and I'm not like a big gourmand girl. Like, I don't like sweet scents like caramel and like blah blah blah. But this one smelled like, it doesn't sound good, but it is. It almost smells like incense, some sort of like human like musk, but also chocolate cake.
Ooh,
all mixed together, like dark chocolate cake.
Fascinating.
And it is so good. And I ran out of it, and I've been looking for it, but I think it was like a limited edition scent.
Okay.
Anyways.
This reminds me of my favorite scent that I'm pretty sure I've told you about, called
Which one
Kitten from Catbird in New York.
Yes.
And it smells exactly like how they describe it, and it's incredible. So it's lipstick,
yep,
feather pillows, and dusty records.
Which, by the way, so you. All of that is so you.
And it smells amazing, and they like nailed that. And it's hard to describe. Like, it's really hard to describe. Once you smell it, there's no going back.
I need to smell it again. I know I smelled it in the past, but I need to smell it again. My last note literally just says, Morpheus gets up, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's all. Okay, are you ready for trivia?
I'm ready for trivia.
Number 1. What is Thomas Anderson's hacking alias name?
Neo.
Beautiful. Which pill does Neo choose?
The red pill.
What's the name of the city where humans live?
Zion.
Yep. Damn. What made Morpheus believe he would find the one?
The Oracle?
Yeah, like a prophecy from the Oracle, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because there was a man in the Matrix who could see the code or whatever, and he said there would be a chosen one.
Yeah. And then lastly, this is a little hard, but what is the Oracle's advice to Neo? Like her last thing that she said to him.
I don't remember. Let me think about it.
I couldn't remember. I
don't know.
Know thyself.
Oh, deep.
Which I was like, that
Deep.
is so general. It's such a general piece of advice, but I think it's like important for all of us to just really know ourselves, know our desires, and then know how to ask for what you want.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's like the most important thing you can do in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Bam. What a great way
That's
to end
it. You're amazing.
Wow. I did find a Which Matrix character are you from
shit.
Brainfall.
Oh, here we go.
10 questions. We love it.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, which job suits you best? Nurse, teacher, president, military commander, or pro athlete?
I want to be like a teacher like Jack Black is in School of Rock.
Okay, got it. You've been so hungry all day that when you finally sit down to eat, you immediately drop your spoon. What do? Grab a new one. Rinse it off or wash it. No one saw, I'm using it. Or, there is no spoon.
Depends on where I was. There is no spoon. Depends on where I was, but most likely I would just like rinse it off.
Okay. There's a computer program that can teach you anything in just a few minutes,
Ooh.
but you can only learn one subject. What would you choose? Foreign languages, so I can communicate with anyone. Wow. Business, so I can, the font's messed up, acquire money and power. Martial arts, so I can beat anyone in a fight or defend the people I love. Charisma, so I can influence anyone. Or wisdom, so I can handle any problem with ease.
I would probably, the language thing. That's so weird that it's
That I was like, you have to choose that one.
That's
That
so
was your
fucking
number
weird.
one choice.
Yeah.
Okay, do you believe in fate, yes or no?
That's tough.
It's a deep one.
That's deep. That's really deep. Kinda. I mean, I'll say yes because I think it's cute. I'm not
yes
sure.
to the dress. All right. Those who can't do, teach. Which are you? A doer? A teacher? A little of both.
I think I'm a doer.
Doer.
Even though I said a teacher in the last thing. But that was only Jack Black
You know
related.
what?
Anyway.
You contain multitudes.
Thank you.
What is happening? Okay. Which of the... I'm going to warn you, this quiz is rough.
Oh,
It's
no.
rough
I'm going to fuck it
navigate.
up so
Okay.
bad.
Which one of these would most improve your life? It's literally blocked by a banner. It
No,
says
I hate when they
save
do that.
Something. Learning a new skill. Taking a trip. Learning a new language. Or using AI to do my homework for me.
And what was the question?
Which one of these would most improve your life?
Ooh. Most improve my life.
There is learning a new language.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
probably say that.
Would you do français or espagnol?
I would do sign.
All right. What language do you want to learn? Oh my God.
That is
Spanish,
so funny.
French, Italian, or Mandarin?
I think see, that's hard because I really want to learn French to like be able to talk to my family.
Uh-huh.
And like if I go to Paris or whatever, like that would be cool.
Paris?
I want to go to Giverny so fucking bad. You know what? I'll say French, yeah.
French.
Because then it'll be easier for me to learn Spanish, which I need to learn. It's embarrassing.
It's, we're trash.
Yeah.
What's holding you back from your dreams? Nothing. I'm free. My back pain out. I feel like I know which one. Or I just don't have enough time.
My back pain
My back
out.
pain out.
Truly my back pain.
Wow, they're really speaking your language.
I know. I'm like, who wrote this?
I gave Shea a heated neck wrap before we started this podcast.
She's my queen. Like, you guys don't even understand. She saves my life. All right.
Red or blue pill, truth or lies? Hard or easy? So red or blue, I guess. Red is truth and hardness. Blue is lies and easy.
I'm trash because I'm just like lies and easy.
Lies and easy, baby.
In that regard,
Lie
absolutely.
to me, baby.
Hello?
Which do you fear most? Dying, someone I love getting hurt, failure, heights, or I'm fearless?
Someone I love getting hurt is number one for show.
Yeah.
Like that's
scary.
But like heights after that.
Yeah, heights close second.
Yeah, very close second. I failed so many times. I'm not afraid to fail anymore.
Yeah.
Truly, I'm not.
How do you like to dress? I keep it casual. I like to dress up. One word, leather.
Cash.
Cash, baby.
For show.
Technology is becoming more and more of a part of our lives. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Good thing, it makes our lives easier and more fun. Bad thing, people rely on it too much. Or in between, there needs to be a balance.
Balance.
Yeah, wise.
Fashion.
Wise woods.
Thank you, my darling.
Last question. What do you think of the woman in the red dress? Hot, she's okay, or not interested?
I didn't really get a good look at her ass.
Well, she's got a banner over her head because this quiz is trash, but it's just some generic white lady in a red dress.
Not interested? I mean, like, hot, go off, girl, but she's not my...
You are... Click to get result. Don't you dare.
Oh, no.
It's making me put in my email.
No, I hate when they do that.
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm sending it to my burner one.
But last time it did that, we had to, like, go in and then, like, sign in and all this shit.
That's what I'm so afraid of.
Oh, I hope not.
You are Trinity.
What?
Beneath that rugged yet attractive exterior beats a heart of gold. Love is the biggest motivator for everything you do.
Cute.
That's so cute. Okay, we can just do this quiz again and we'll just use my burner one again.
Cool. Okay. Which job suits you best? Nurse, teacher, president, military commander, or pro athlete?
Oh, man.
Stacy for president. No.
No.
I could see you being a teacher or like a professor.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Who's closest.
You've been so hungry all day that when you finally sit down to eat, you immediately drop your spoon. What do? Grab a new one, rinse it off or wash it. No one saw, I'm using it. Or there is no spoon.
I'd probably just get a new one.
Get a new one. Next. There's a computer program that can teach you anything in just a few minutes, but you can only learn one subject. What would you choose?
I'm also with you, languages.
Foreign
We
languages?
might get the same character.
I think that would be sick. We'd be like sexy, fucking hell yeah.
Trinity.
Do you believe in fate, yes or no?
Yes, I don't really believe in free will anymore. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. Those who can't do, teach. Which are you?
Which are you, bruh?
Doer, teacher, a little of both.
I'm a doer, baby.
You are a doer, baby. You're a mover and a shaker. Next question. Red pill or blue... Red pill. There we go. Or blue pill. Nailed it. Truth or lies? Hard or easy? So red, truth, and hard. Blue, lies, and easy.
So in my actual life, I am more of a hard truth type of gal. So
True.
for this, I'll go red. But if we were in the Matrix world, yeah, just fucking.
That's what I was thinking
Put me
of.
back in, coach.
Yeah, let me just say that, like, in real life, I do want the truth. But I was thinking in Matrixville. Okay. Next. Which do you fear most? Dying? Someone I love getting hurt? Failure? Heights? Or I'm fearless, bitch?
Yeah, someone I love getting hurt. We should all be afraid of that.
I know. Some people are just selfish.
Don't care. Don't care.
Don't give a fuck. Okay. How do you like to dress? I keep it casual. I like to dress up. Or one word, leather.
I like to dress up.
You do. And she looks fine doing it, baby. Technology is becoming more and more a part of our lives. Good thing or bad thing? Good thing, it makes our lives easier and more fun. Bad thing, people rely on it too much. Or, in between, there needs to be a balance.
I'm going to say good thing.
Good thing. Okay, last one. What do you think of the woman in the red dress?
Oh, yeah.
Hot, she's okay, or not interested?
Hot.
Looks like Anna Kendrick. Low-key.
Yeah.
Who's not my type at all. She
wow.
actually really
Oh,
annoys
wow, you're not my type at all.
No, she annoys the fuck out of me
really?
for some reason. Yeah.
Interesting. Wow, yeah, this is vitriol.
You're Trinity too!
Stab it.
Beneath that rugged yet attractive exterior, bruh, beats a heart of gold. Love is the biggest motivator for everything you do, which is also true for my wife.
You know what? This quiz might be a scam, but we're Trinity.
No, but we had really similar answers
That's
for
true.
a lot of them.
You know, it was the only way to go.
So we're like sexy Trinity twins.
Yeah.
I'm loving that, baby.
Yes.
But anyway,
Well, I hope
long
you
story
enjoyed
short,
this.
do what makes you happy.
Yeah, please.
And
Fuck
nothing
societal norms.
nothing matters. Fuck societal norms. Just like do whatever the fuck you want. And like truth, I don't know.
I feel like you're about to go into a one-woman monologue. Truth? I don't know.
I don't. It does sound, no, but like reality, maybe I should say. Reality, like, who knows what's actually real? Like, reality is subjective.
Yeah.
You know?
We're just doing our best.
What's real is subjective. So, like, be real to you and do whatever you want to do as long as you're not hurting anybody. Okay?
Yeah, please don't hurt people.
But beyond that, we love you guys so much.
We love you.
And we're really excited for the next episode. I guess we could tell them.
Yeah.
It's the number 23 starring Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
Really interesting movie. It was my choice, and I'm super excited to cover it with y'all next week, baby.
For Mindfuck February.
February.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love you guys so much.
Love you.
Have a great rest of your week.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Thank you to our amazing editor, Anthony, Grady for our amazing theme song, and Whitney for our beautiful cover art.
If you have questions for us or would like to advertise with us, please email us at blockbusterwives@gmail.com.
And as always, please rate, subscribe, and tell all your friends about us. We love you.